All right. You know, you are free. You're not bound. And this is our day 4 into identity. Here, I want to let you know that your identity breaks chains, and you are not striving to become a son. You are sons of God. Write in the comments if you believe that you are sons of God, or just say, I am son of God now. And son is no, what you call it, no gender.
It's not gender based.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it means,
daughter,
yeah,
son, it goes for both, male, female. Okay.
right, right.
And, because our body's not perfect. So you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. But um, I'm going to read you Galatians 4, verses 6 through
Good.
7.
Yeah, I got Galatians 4 1 and 3 says, even so, when we were children, we were in bondage under the elements of the world. Now, see, we're not in bondage under the world because we're in the Spirit. The Spirit of
Amen.
God lives in us, so we're not bound by that bondage.
Right.
There's no need to carry that yoke anymore. So trying to earn righteousness plus a man back in bondage puts a man back in bondage.
Right.
When you start trying to strive for what you would call getting in God's favor or whatever, when you
Right.
strive to do it on your own, performance based living feels strong,
Right.
but spiritually it's slavery.
Right. And see here in John chapter 8, verse 36 says, Son, so if the Son set you free, you really are free. Okay.
You're
So it
free
tells you
indeed.
right there. It tells you right there.
Yes, yes.
And we have Romans 6:6 that says, For we know that the old self was crucified with him, so that the body ruled by sin might be rendered awareness. I'm sorry, powerless. Might be rendered powerless, so that we may no longer be enslaved to sin.
Yeah, and in Galatians 4 and 5, it says, but when the fullness of the time had come, God sent forth his Son to redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive the adoption as sons.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's very powerful. Like
Yes.
you have to understand who you are. You have to understand your identity, because if if you understand that you're the Son of God, you're the righteousness of God, you're the holiness of God.
Yes.
You are a favorite by God. You are loved by God.
Absolutely.
All of these. I mean, God truly loves us. I mean,
Mhm.
and we're living uh, in an awakening stand in
Right.
our identity. So we encourage you, even though you've been um, what
You've
is
been
it? You've been
reborn.
reborn. You've been reborn
Yes.
again. We're not
Yes.
saying that, because we know that most people that's on this channel, most people that's watching, you know, they've been born again.
And awakeness, I'm sorry, awaken. We are going to talk more on that next week. That's going to be a whole weeks of learning of being awake,
Into
you
your
know.
spiritual
Yes,
awareness, a spiritual in righteousness.
absolutely.
So we're gonna have We're gonna have this talk all next. We're gonna get into it all week.
Yeah.
All
And
week we're gonna
and right
be.
now you can even catch us on our Facebook page.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, that's Digital Ambassadors for Christ. In the links you see Digital Ambassador for Christ on there as well as Talk Time with Missy and D. And we have so much that we want to share with you. So the thing about this, brothers and sisters, is teach, preach, and just spread it over, share it with friends, family that feel that they need to know their identity. It's very important we know our identity and whose we are.
Yeah, because some people may look at you like, what do you mean my identity?
Mhm.
And you might have to explain it,
Yes.
to them. So that's why you want to get into the word
Mhm.
where you know, so your identity, and then you're able to help them to lead them to to Jesus so that they can find their identity.
Mhm.
And,
See, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So you can find their identity. Because
Yeah.
we're here as just planting the seeds. We're ambassadors for Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here, and we're
Right.
walking this grace life, and we really want you guys to get it. I know Jesus meant for us to all have it, so
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Absolutely. And see, identity begins with God, not us. And freedom isn't a future promise, but it is a present reality.
Yeah, so it's almost like there, God has given you the most precious gift.
Yes.
It's not for sale. It's not for sale. It's yours for the taking, for the asking, and to of the receiving it. You just have
Yes.
to receive it. So it's something that's free. You know.
Amen.
So we are to be excited. And I don't expect someone to be as excited as I am if they haven't been awakened. I really don't. I mean, I don't expect it, but I really will hope for it. But the thing is we have to show them, and we have to teach them. We have to teach the word of God.
Yes.
Hearing comes from by ministering. And you have to hear the word of God. You have to hear it for yourself, and then you can go back and you can read it for yourself. And it's just totally a awesome thing to do, to really
Yes.
have, to have that type of relationship with Jesus, where you're awake,
Yeah.
and you're awake. you know
So remember, you are free and you are not bound. God bless.
God bless.